Right. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. I think I waited for a little time because many of you registered here, but then I asked from your these course coordinators. Then most of the participants are requesting recording. That's why we can start now because now it's already 10 minutes past. So before starting the session, just I would like to know about your purpose actually why you are following this. Then it is easy for me to conduct that lectures because then I can focus on it. That's why I'm asking, right? So a few of the participants are here. It doesn't matter. It is easy for me to identify the audience. That's why I'm asking. First of all, I will introduce myself. I am Kavinda Vijayatunga, lecturer from Department of Education, University of Peradeniya. Right. So can you? So I will ask from your name and tell your name, then what are you doing, and what is the purpose of following this course. Right. Only for clarification for purpose because then I can focus on it. That's why I'm asking. Anil.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Kavindu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kavindu, I'm Ranil. I'm in the aviation industry by profession. I'm a cabin crew in charge.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm continuing my studies also.
Uh-huh.
So I have got graduated in Master of Business Administration.
Yeah.
Uh, but I feel that I'm lacking of SPSS knowledge a little bit. So,
Yeah.
and I have a purpose. To continue my academic journey as a researcher. So,
Yeah.
in order to
Okay.
be a good researcher, I really need to, have a proper knowledge of SPSS. So, thinking
Yeah.
of that, I thought of joining the course.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Right.
you, sir.
Veera Singh. What's her name? I
Yeah,
don't know.
sir.
It's mentioned. Yeah.
I'm thinking of pursuing this SPSS course. I just finished my med,
Yeah.
and I want to pursue my higher studies furthermore one step up. So I need to have a thorough knowledge about the analytical kind of the field and scope. So I thought of
Yeah.
apply myself to this course.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Then Prarthana.
Good evening, sir. So,
Yeah.
I am an undergraduate, human biology undergraduate student at the University of Sri Chavatrapura right now. I'm doing a research. I'm in my final year and I'm doing my research now. So, for the data analysis part, I need to have knowledge about the SPSS software and all. So, that's why I just jumped.
Okay, right. Thank you. Miss Upeksha, anyone prefer Sinhala explanation in that? I don't know the others. Anit participants are gonna done in right? So in here that these people can follow in English. Do I need to uh, tell it in Sinhala also? And anyhow, just until that answer, I mean, we can start. First of all, I will show you the structure of this course. So if you need to add something, you can tell me, right? So this is actually 10 hours course within 5 days. Um, These are the learning outcomes. At the end of this course, participants will be able to understand SPSS interface and its functions, manage and clean data sets efficiently, conduct descriptive and inferential statistical analysis, perform correlation and regression analysis, use non-parametric tests when assumptions are not met, interpret and report statistical results uh, professionally. So this is then I divided that for 5 days. Then I'm starting from beginners level. There may be some persons, they already have some knowledge about the SPSS. But I'm thinking that so most of you are starting. This is the your starting point. Then right. So I am starting from very simple level. Right. කාට හරි ඒ ගැන දැනුමක් තියෙනවා නම් මුල් ටික boring වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right. The first today we are going to discuss introduction, overview and applications of SPSS, navigating the SPSS interface, data view and the variable view, data entry and management, defining variables, types and labels, importing data from Excel and CSV files, sorting, filtering, cleaning data, handling missing data. Then day 2, descriptive statistics and data visualization. Under descriptive statistics, we are going to discuss about measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, and frequency tables and cross tabulations. Under data visualization, creating histograms, box plots, bar charts, and customizing and exploiting graph. In day 3, we are moving to inferential statistics and the hypothesis testing. I'm discussing what is hypothesis testing. I'm not going to discuss about more because yeah, this is just SPSS course. Anyhow, that I am giving that the background knowledge that you know want for the data analysis. Introduction to hypothesis testing, null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. I will explain how you can write these two, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis, and significance levels, p-values, confidence intervals, those things. And then we are starting about the test, t-test. Under t-test, we are discussing independent sample t-test, paired sample t-test, and one sample t-test, then ANOVA. And that is for day 3. And day 4, we are continuing again the data analysis process, correlation and regression analysis. Under correlation, we are discussing Pearson's and Spearman's correlations, regression analysis, simple linear regression, multiple linear regression, and interpreting regression outputs. And also we are starting one non-parametric test. We are discussing only one non-parametric test, that is chi-square test. The final day, analysis and reporting practical applications, factor analysis and reliability testing, principal component analysis and Cronbridge alpha for reliability testing. We are discussing on the factor analysis and the reliability testing, and exporting and reporting results, how we can report the results generated through this SPSS. So these things we discussed in the last day, and also hands-on practical application. It means from the questionnaire, how we can enter the data, then how we can analyze, and based on that analyzed data, how we can produce the results. Those things we discussed as a practical application in last day. So if you prefer something to add, so you can tell me. Just you can send me a message, then I will consider if you need to add something for this. Right, we'll start. Right. Introduction to Statistical Package, SPSS. These are the learning of this, and the first today's here I divided my lessons, these 5 days, into 8 lessons. That is for my convenience. Today I'm going to start 3 lessons, but I know that the third lesson I can't finish, so I will discuss for middle of the third lesson according to my division. Then these are the learning outcomes of this lesson. At the end of the lesson, you would be able to properly open and shut down SPSS. So these are the basic thing. I'm not explaining much. Anyhow, that I'm considering in the basic level. That's why I told you that if you have some knowledge about the SPSS, first as a part of the first sessions can be boring sometimes. Describe different editors in the SPSS and their characteristics. Understand menus and items in the SPSS. Enter data into SPSS worksheet. Name and define the variables. Yeah. SPSS means that Statistical Package for Social Sciences. It is abbreviated as SPSS. It's a statistical analysis and data management software package. So then the data collected in the social science researches, we can use SPSS to analyze those data. SPSS can take data from almost any type of file and use them to generate tabulate reports, charts and plots of distribution and trends. So we can produce charts using SPSS and descriptive statistics, and also we can go for the inferential statistics, means using complex statistical analysis. Right. So, this is basic thing. Just you can open SPSS by double clicking on this shortcut, or you can go for start key, sorry, start menu. Then you can open the SPSS. So if you don't have the SPSS package, so you can download trial version from the internet. Also, I think your course coordinator will help you to download the SPSS package. So if you are not already downloaded before the next session, please download it, because we are doing some practical sessions while discussing this, uh, while we are discussing these things. Right. So then, by using any of these methods, once you open the SPSS package, so you can see this window first. So then here, you can using this welcome window, we can open the recent files, then we can open new data set. So if you don't want to see this again, so there is this welcome window, so there is an option, so you can tick, don't no need to display this in that while I'm starting that SPSS, so you can cancel it, right? So uh, so then here in this welcome screen, so you can see that running the tutorial, typing the data, running queries, opening an existing data source, right? So here you can see uh, recent files, then sample files, and you can go for a tutorial, those things included in this startup screen. The windows behind the data editor and window which is used to display data from whatever file are using. You could select any one of the options on the startup dialog box, click OK, you can simply hit cancel. So this one, so if you like, you can click open, or otherwise you can cancel. Then it goes to this worksheet. If you hit cancel, you can either enter new data in the blank data editor. You could open an existing file using the file menu bar. The data editor window has two views that can be selected from the lower left hand of the screen. Data view, where you see the data are using, and the other one is, yeah, this is data view. Right, I will show you. Right, this is data view actually. Here you can see there are two views. So this is, this is just cells like um, Excel, right? But so here we can't type these things, because we can enter only the data. So therefore, these variables we have to define. Therefore, there are two views in the SPSS. One is data view, it means where we can add our data. And before adding the data, we have to define our variables. So therefore, there is another uh, view called variable view. So there we can switch between these two views by using these two tabs. So once you goes to the variable view, you can see here, we can create these variables here. So we have to define, actually specify the format your data when creating the files, or where you can check the format pre-existing file. So then here you have to decide. So in gender, which type, uh, here gender, it's we can take the type as numeric. So if it is uh, address or something, so you have to change this type into the string. We are discussing that later. Anyhow, that, so here this is quite different as Excel, because you need to define. First you have to define, so what kind of data you are going to add in the data view, right? I can show you here. Mhm. Yes, yeah, this is Right. This is data view and this is variable view. So we can switch by clicking on these two tabs. Then, so I told you there are two views. One is, yeah. So then when the other thing is that, so you can see here, when you are opening SPSS file, there are two windows opening simultaneously. One is this one. Uh, that is very, yeah. One is this window, right? This window. That is actually worksheet. And with that, there is another one. Uh, this one that is output viewer. Output viewer. Output viewer also opening with this worksheet, right? So when we are saving the document, so you have to save both documents separately. If you want, you can save the output as well. So the data editor is saved with the file. The extension is .sav. So then you can save your data editor using this extension that is .sav. It means only the data is stored. So what you taken as analyzing and what you taken as the output, it is not saved in this file, right? So if you need to save that file, it means if you need to save output viewer, so you have to save it again, sav for data file. And so I show you that what is output viewer. That is also you need to save in using different extension that is called .spo, right? So then it means you have to, so if you have to save two things. One is that data file, the other one is the output view output file. If you need only output data, definitely you have to save, because you can take outputs again and again if you have the data. So taking the output is not very difficult thing, because we need to follow only the menus and we have to select those things. But so if we are not saving that data file, so you are in trouble, because it is very difficult to enter the data. There are many number of data, so it takes months, sometimes many months sometimes, to enter the data. Therefore definitely you have to save that the data file. So output file also, if possible, you can, if you need actually, so you can save. Otherwise you can take again and again the outputs if you have the data. To open the output window, you may analysis on the file menu, click open and select output. Yeah. So uh, here also you can see open. Here you can see data, and here output. Then output file is open, right? Hmm. Right. So this is one of the outputs. So if you take the output, it is visible like this. It is in separate window. This in here, descriptive statistics in taken in this example. So you can see that is in the output viewer actually, right? It is in the output viewer. In addition to these two main SPSS windows, below are some other SPSS windows. So pivot table editor. Output that is displayed in pivot table can be modified in many ways in pivot table editor. So you can take the tables. So if you double click on it, so you can, it is displayed in the output viewer. So when you double click on it, so you can edit that pivot tables as again. You can edit text, swap data, rows, you can swap data, rows and columns, add colors, create multi-dimensional tables, and select and hide and show results. Those editing you can do in this pivot table editor. Then the other one is the chart editor. So once you take the chart, again you can edit those charts. So we'll discuss just in here. I'm giving an introduction, right? So then these things we are discussing in practically while we are doing the practical sessions. You can modify high resolution charts and plots in chart windows. You can change the colors, select different types of fonts or sizes, switch the horizontal and vertical axis, rotate 3D scatter plots, and even change the chart type. Right, so you can change chart types, and you can edit data. So everything you can do with this chart editor. And the other one is the text output editor. So the text output editor is not displayed in the pivot tables, can be modified in the text output editor. You can edit the output, change the font characteristics, then styles, then color. So those things we can change. The other one is the syntax editor. It means so you can there is two ways actually. So we can write commands as well. You can select from the menus, so what you are going to analyze, and also if you like, so you can write the commands as well. You can paste your dialog box selections into a syntax window editor where your selections appears in the forms in command window. So if you like, so you can give the commands as well. Mhm. SPSS menus and icons. Then we'll see what are the menus in the SPSS. So here you can see file, ed- so file, edit, view, data, transform, analyze, graphs, utilities, extensions, windows, and helps. Those are the menus. So we look at what are the things we included in these menus. So the file, first one is file. It is includes all options typically used in the other programs such as in Word, Excel, those things it's mentioned. Open, new, save as, export, those things, right? So the second menu is edit. Again, it is also same. And edit menu, you can see paste, copy, those things. In edit includes the typical cut, copy, paste commands and allows you to specify various options for displaying data output. Click options. Then here, if it goes to, yeah, I will show you. Here you can see this is file window, right? And you can go for the edit. Here it's mentioned undo, redo, then copy paste, copy with variable names, those things. Right. And also here it is mentioned that click on options that you will see the dialog box left. Then you can use this format the data output charts. These choices are rather than overwhelming and you can simply take default options. Yeah. So then you can go to the edit options, sorry, edit options. So you can actually here you can see that these things you can change language, so you can change viewer settings. This if this is output viewer, that font size is 13.5. So if you need to customize it, so you can go for here and customize those things. Then currency, here which currency format is using, so you can change actually the default settings while go to the edit options. uh, okay, then next menu is view. Here, view. So what you can see, status bar, toolbars, menus, fonts, grid lines, value labels, those things. Select toolbars. Yeah. So then next one is data. That is important. Data allows you to select several options ranging from. So then now onwards, so that is quite different than the other applications, because file, menu, view, data, those view, edit, those things are similar in every applications. So once you go to the data, you can see here data. We can see data here, define variable properties, set measurements levels for unknown, copy data properties, then transpose, sort, then merge files, so many things, and split files, select cases, wait cases. So we have to this transpose. So there are many commands we can see in this data menu. Transform includes the several options, change current variables. For example, change continuous variable into the category variable. So you know what are there are two types of variables. First one is continuous variables. It means, for an example, weight, height, those are continuous variables because it may include decimal points as well. Weight 25.5 kilograms, right? Height 150 4.5 centimeters, right? So it is a continuous variables. Then categorical variables, sometimes it means if there are variables with two categories. If we take gender, there are two categories, male, female. So therefore in here, if we are using this transform tab, so you can change these continuous data into categorical values and categorical values into uh, continuous variables. So likewise, we can change those things using this transform tab. Change scores into the rank score, those things we can do. Then next one is analyze. Here you can see many statistical applications there. Descriptive statistics, tables, compare means, mixed models, correlation, regression, dimension reduction. Under that, we can see this fact analysis. Then scale. Under that, you can see these reliability analysis, non-parametric test. So we are not discussing many non-parametric tests, only one chi-square test. And yeah, many things. So we can in this analysis tab. The next one is graphs. It you can here graphs. You can use this and you can draw the graphs, bar graphs, line graphs, area graphs, pie charts, blocks plots. Everything you can do. You can draw using this graphs tab. Other than that, you can see um, some other tabs also, utilities, extensions, window, and help. Right, utilities always allow you to list information which is list of all variables, their labels, values, those things. Then extensions are the programs that you can be added to the SPSS base package. So you can add some to the SPSS base package that is mentioned as extensions after adding it, right? So in here, I didn't add anything. So then here, there are no extensions. After you add in the extensions, you can see that extensions here. Then the other two tabs are window and help. Window can be used to select which window is want data edit output, edit or syntax. And the help piece has many useful options, including a link to the SPSS homepage, a statistic coach, and syntax guide. Right. Okay. Then, so you know how to save these shortcuts. I'm not explaining those things. That's I am sharing this uh, presentation with you. So if you have anything this about these simple things, so you can refer that uh, handout. So you know how to exiting SPSS. Just you can click on this cross. You can go for the file menu. Then you can hit on exit. Then once you close your SPSS file, it is asked to save, right? Save changes to the data set. Then you can hit yes, because otherwise you can't see your editings. Right. So now in here also we can discuss, because there are something to learn when you are entering data to the SPSS worksheet, because it is not just you can't do as you are doing in Excel, because you have to define variable first. Without defining variables, you can't enter the data. In general, to enter data in a cell in the worksheet, you can use the cursor to click on the desired cell, type in the entry, and uh, finish by using the enter key. So that is how you are doing in Excel and the other applications. If you make a mistake, you can overtype all the contents of a cell by a similar process. But like Excel, just you can overtype if you made a mistake. So it means suppose so you added 50 mistakenly, so you want to add 55. So what you need to do, click on 50 again, you can type 55 and press enter. Then that is overtype. 55 replaced with 50. Right? If you want to correct just a part of the cell, double click. as Excel, just double click, then you can use backspace or delete. So you can erase the part you want, not entire one. So that if you need to do changes in the part, then you can double click on it and go. You can go for the correct place. Then you can delete. Then you can add what you want. Correct using, yeah. Then naming and defining variables. From here, so it is important because you need to know some rules actually. So when we are um, deciding your variable names, click on the variable view tab in the bottom left corner of the screen. Then you can go for the variable view. Yeah. So then this is in the data view. So I can click on variable view. Then it goes to variable view. I will take new one, new worksheet, new data set. Right. Okay. So then here you can see the variable view. This is data view. This is the variable view. So you can see here, there are 10 columns here. 10, no, 11 columns actually. So here I mentioned 10. Name, type, width, decimal, label, values, missing, columns, align measures, and role. So these are the 10, actually 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 columns. Right, so the name type it. Each of these headings is used to indicate some facet of definition of each variable. So then first is variable name, right? Variable name. So there are several, there are some rules. So I think it is better to note down these rules. Otherwise, sometimes you may be uh, you are doing some mistakes. Then it's displayed some errors because so these are the rules for variable names. The name must begin with a letter. So first one should be a letter. So you can't start from a number. So that is wrong. So it means I will show you. The remaining characters can be any letter, any digit, a period, or symbol at hash, underscore, dollar symbol, anything you can use for the variable names. But the first one, so first letter should be a letter. So first symbol, it means first one need to be begin with a letter. You can see here. So if you write name, doesn't matter, it's okay. So I will write two surname. Two. First letter is two. Then we'll see what happens. It mentioned that there is error. Variable name contains an illegal first character. First character is illegal because here it is clearly mentioned first letter should be a uh, letter. First character should be a letter. Okay, right. So then we can change. So the other one is, so yeah, after that you can use these things. So I will write some names. Then you can use add hash dollar symbol. That is valid. Those are valid for the variable names. The thing is that you can't start from those things, right? If you are starting from those things, that is wrong. For an example, at 2, 4. Look at here. Uh, so just it is actually taken, but we are not starting from at. So first one should be a uh, letter actually. Variable names cannot be end with the period. So we can actually first. So if you need to keep space, what you need to do, we can't keep the spaces in between names. Just you can use underscore first name. Then it's okay, right? As a practice, after name, right? We and underscore, we can keep the underscore, but it is not a good practice. So it is mentioned that some names end in an underscore are the special variables in SPSS statistics. It is in advisable to end user to variable name of this character, right? So we can keep underscore, but We are not keeping underscore. The other one is that, so we can't use two similar names. Then here name, here also name. So what happens here? Again, the variable names duplicate an existing variable name. So we'll see what happens. A name is simple, right? If you use simple also, you can't do it. Right. Spaces and special characters cannot be used. So you can't keep spaces. For an example, if you go here, last name, last name, there is a space. What happens here? Space are not taken. Variable names contains an illegal character. That illegal character is the space. So if you need to keep the space, you can do like this way. Not the scale, not the space. You can use an underscore to separate. So that is the practice we are doing in SPSS. Each variable name must be unique. Duplication is not allowed. You so that. So I will type to name. It means bird name twice. So it shows that it already exists that name. So it is not taken by SPSS. The underscore character is frequently used where the space is decided in names. SPSS may be miss out spaces when reading in names from another packet such as Excel, age groups, those things. So here that in Excel, they can read these spaces, but here you have to keep underscore between two words. First name, first underscore name, right? So if you keep a space, that is not taken as a valid name. Right. The other one is these reserved words. Reserved words cannot be used variable names. So these are the reserved words. All, and, by, EQ, GE, GT, LE, LT, NE, not, O, T, to, and with. So you can't use these as variable names. Right. You have to avoid these using these words to represent SPSS variable name. So that is actually it is not working there. Right, variable types. The type column is shown in numerical for all rows. Then you can see here, once you go to the variable view, you can see here variable type. Sorry. Once you go to here, you can see you can see here types. There are many variable types. You can see here, these are the variable types. Numeric, comma, dot, scientific notation, date, dollar, custom, currency, string, restricted, numeric, right? So you have to define which type is you are going to use. Right? That is depends on your variable actually. This character is also variable. Expect the qualitative data, gender, to enter the as MNF, the change variable type. So this, if you need to enter this MNF for an example, yeah, so I will show you. This is numeric, right? I will write gender. I want to add in data view, I want to add this name, I can write someone. Here, okay, that is actually important. So look at here, I am typing, okay? I am typing. Look at here, I am typing uh, someone. Okay, I just typed. Then I press enter. What happened? It's disappeared. Next one, someone Vijay Siri. I am writing Vijay Siri. What happens? It is disappeared. What is the reason? Yes, what is the reason? Why I can't add these uh, names? Why I can't add variable names to this variable? Why? Why I can't fill these columns? Why it is disappeared? What is the reason? Yes. So I think it's better to talk with me, otherwise I will be sleepy, right? So it is very difficult to talk by looking at a screen. So what is actually uh what is the mistake here? Why we can't type? Hmm?
So here I feel that this is only the numerical data will be appeared.
Yes, very good. That is the reason actually. Because here, if you add if I add 12, that is not a name, it is taken. Why is that? The thing is in here, right? So it is numerical, right? So what we need to do is, so if I want to add the names, I have to change the data variable type to string. String. This first name, it is also a string value, right? Then I can add, then name, someone, Kamal. No problem. Second one also. Second name. Vijay Surya. Right. Vijay Surya. Then there is another problem. Then I wanted to type Vijay Surya. Then what happens? You can hear a sound here. It is not typed. Again, why? So here I will count how many characters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 characters. Why I can type 8 characters? It is mentioned here width is 8. Only 8 characters I can type there. So I want to type Vijay Surya, so I need more than that. So I will change this into 20. Then here Vijay Surya. Now I can type, right? Simple thing, right? Kamal Hera. Kamal Hera. Right. The next one is gender. So I want to here male and female. I want to enter this male and female as M and F. Right. So M and F. Then again I have to change. Right. I want to change this because if I enter MOF, that is not a numeric value. Again, it is a string value. Right. Then I can enter M and F. MF. But so if we are taking this and then here I can width I can change because I am expecting only one character here, MOF. So then I can change into one. Why is that? So then mistakenly I can't type then male, male. It's not typing because take only one character there. So then MNF is representing male, right? Representing male. But so when we are taking the outputs, I will show the one output here. Um, um, Analyze descriptive statistics, right? Here we can't take that because these are not numerical variables. Right. So then here, if I in the output window, I want to display this as male, not M. Then what you need to do is, so you can go for here. What is it? Values, right? Remember it. So gender, go for these values. So I put M for what? Male. Then I can change, right? M is representing male. Then add it. Then F is representing female. Then we can add this. Then we can press OK. Then now, what is the meaning of this? So M is male. So when output is displaying, so it is mentioned as not M male because a label is given. Right. The other one is then here you can see first name. So if you are not liking, so you can here you can give some variable view. So I can give labels. Right. In labels you can keep spaces and everything. So I'm here first name of a student of the student. Now I gave a quite long name. Doesn't matter. So not this is full name of the full name. Then here I can write first name of the student, right? Gender of the participants, right? It is allowed. Now, when we are displaying it, it is displayed in data view. It's in the here variables, but in the output, it is mentioned as these long names, full name, first name of the student, because we gave a label for the variable. Okay, I think up to there you can understand. Any questions so far? Right. So we can go further. Right here, I explain these things. Right. Just I am showing you. Right. Then here we can change this to the string. So there are another uh, numeric date, custom currency, right? String. Those things we can change using these variable types. And yeah, date. Choose the date. There are a large number of different ways in date can be written. Yeah. Yes. So we will try to enter a date variable view date. Right. So here date. Yeah. It's we can go there. Right. Then date format. We can change this numeric into date. Then we have to take date. So dd y dd. So yeah. We'll take this one y dd. Okay. Right. Then y uh, right. Okay. So I will change this one. Okay. Then look at there. I am entering today's date, 2026 to sorry 3/9. It is not taken. Why is that? Because the here you can see the way is different. So if you need to enter this one, you can enter like this. Now I changed. Then I can enter 2026 3/9. It is taken. But you can change this. Now here, I'm not entering anything. I'm going to change. Variable view, date. I will change this to this one. Then once come to here, it's just changed. It's not, I didn't enter like this. It is changed, right? So you can change these things using this menu section. Variables with decimal places. Here, variables with decimal places. It means right here age. Age is a numerical value, maximum. It can be 3 digits, right? Date, variables. Right? Age. So I will type 28, 36. Then here you can see there are decimal points in age. No need of decimal points for age actually. So therefore here number of decimal points we can decide. I will change it to 0. Then when we go to the data view, so you can see 28 and 36 only. So therefore we can control number of decimal points as well, right? At variable labels I explained. Value labels I explained. Yes. Right. Data view window is type data. Right. We'll see how we can enter this data. Right. This is actually how this data are entered. Right. We'll see how we can enter this data Next. Then my lesson 2 is importing data from other files and naming variables. Right? Importing data from the other files like Excel, CSV, so we can import the data. And naming the variables, I think you already know a little bit how to name a variable, because few minutes ago I explained what characters should be there when you are defining a variable. Therefore, I think you can name the variables. So here we can see how we can uh, import the data. Right, these are the learning outcomes for the second lesson. Actually, import data from other Excel data files. Describe different items in variable view panel. Importing and exporting data, right? So I show you, when once we are opening this, you can see this here, the recent files, right? You can see the recent files, or you can go for open data. Then you can open the data file, right? So we'll see. We can go here, file, open data. So then you can see here variable view file. So then you can open it. Basic rules to allow Excel data to be read into SPSS. So normal thing is actually the first we are entering the data to the Excel, right? So because it is easy for us, right? Therefore, we can enter the data to the SPSS, then just we can import that data to the SPSS worksheet directly. The following rules apply to reading Excel 95 or later files. Data type and column width. Sorry, data type and width. Each column is a variable. Uh, the data type and width for each variables are determined by the data type and width in the Excel file. Yeah. So it is designed, so how many columns should be there, based on the Excel file. If the column contains more than one data, for example, data and numeric, the data can set is to string, and all values are read as value string values. Right. In here, there is a difference because in one column, so we need to decide what is the data type here. If can be numerical, it can be string. So you can't take both actually in one time. So actually, that is a disadvantage also. Anyhow, that you can't change those things. Then blank cells. For numeric variables, blank cells are converted to the system missing values indicated by period. For string variables, a blank is a valid string value, and blank cells are treated as a valid string values. Then variable names. If you read the first row of the Excel file uh, on the first row of the specified range as the variable names, values that don't confirm variable naming rules are converted into the valid variable names, and original names are used as variable labels. Right. I have data in Excel file. I want to import. I want to import this data to SPSS file, right? SPSS file. So we'll see how we can do this. Here the first challenge is what? First challenge is so variable names actually. Variable names. Here you can see the variables names in row wise, but here the variable names are in column wise. First, we need to change this row wise into column wise. So what you can do is, this is simply you can do using Excel. First, we can select all of these column headings, then right click, copy. So we can use copy in here, right? The most important thing is we need to change the direction. Rows we need to convert as columns. So what I can do is I will go for here, right click, paste. I'm not just going to paste. Here you can see paste, values, formulas, transpose. So we need transpose here. So therefore I will click on this one. What is it? Transpose. Then what happens? These row values converted into column values. Then I can copy this and go for SPSS. Then I can paste on it. Paste. Right. Now variable names are okay. Names are there, right? Variable names are okay. Then we have to decide the width, then type, those things now we can define because now we already pasted the variable names. Right. Now we have to decide actually. If we not read the values names for Excel file, default values are assigned. Okay. If the value is missing, either 9 or 99 or leave with entering anything. Right? So yes, no. So we can use Y and N. Right? So I explained that also. Next slide show data presented in Excel worksheet. So this data. So this data presented in the XP. Then I wanted to take this to SPSS file. The first step is okay because I pasted variable names. Right? Then I want to import this one. Right? I want to import this. So how I can do? Now we see okay. Then I decide variable names. Right. Variable names, okay. Then these things we have to decide. Student ID. It is actually ID card is not a numerical. We can't take ID values for calculations. Therefore, I will take it as a string value. String. ID card normally, well, there should be 12 or 10 or 12. I didn't exactly, I didn't remember. Age. Width is 3 actually. 3. Width is 3 because age only 3 symbols enough. Age, that is numeric. Date of birth, that should be changed as date. It should be changed as date actually. Date. Then gender. Gender, we'll see how it's mentioned. It is mentioned as gender. MNF, right? Right, I want to enter this one, but MNF I want to change for male and female. So what we can do in here is, right, now gender is okay. Then I will go for values. Then value M for male, then, right. Again, there is a problem. Why? Because here, gender. gender is a numerical variable. So then I have to change it to the string variable, and width is one, width is one, width is one. Okay. Then the other thing is I want to decide the values. Then M for male and F for female. Okay. Then I can enter M and F. Then English code, that is numeric, and no need of decimal points. Age decimal. No need. Score no. Score no. Then I am setting this decimal number of decimals to 0. Right. Then I can import, I think. Now I have columns. Columns I have. Then just go for this one and select copy and paste here. That is how we can import the data. Now all the things are here. There is a problem again. Right. Date values are not taken here. The thing is what? Because this date value is given in this format. Then we have to change the format. Date. Sorry, date. It should be like this. It is mentioned like this. I thought a day, DD. This one. This is a format. Now I think we can copy and paste again. It's only. Right. So then we can change this date of birth, right? And then we can add, because here it's given date as like this. DDMMYYY. It means first date. So here we have to change actually, because we can put this as dot. Right. I think now we can copy and paste. It is not in the required format actually. Now it's okay because it is decided like that. DDMMYYY. Now it is in that format. We can copy and paste. Right. That is how we can import. So we just not type everything. We import it from Excel file. Not a very difficult thing. The thing is that so you have to decide. You have to decide the variable type before taking the data from this Excel file. Right. Example data set. Right, there is an example data set. So look at this very carefully. Imagine that you interviewed some people on their smoking habits using questions shown below. That is an example survey. These are the questions. Reference number here, smoking questionnaire, right? How old were you born on last birthday, right? So birthday for last day, then indicate your sex, male, female. Do you smoke at all? Yes or no. If it's no, just you have to go for question number 9. Do you smoke cigarettes? If yes, you can go. If no, you can go for question number 6. Just because no need to read the others one because that is belongs associated with uh, correct. On average, how many cigarettes a day would you smoked? Do you smoke a pipe? Do you smoke cigars? Right. So now it's better to identify the variable types here. First one, reference number. What is the suitable variable type? I showed you the variable types in the SPSS, right? For the reference number, so you have to identify it because please give the answers because uh, so when we are entering
Numeric,
the
numeric,
reference number,
numeric
numeric.
variable.
Yeah, so it's no problem. So yeah, it is based on the nature of the reference number. If it is numbers, just we can take numeric value. So just like this one, A slash 2026 slash 03 month slash 126. Then what is the type of the reference number? It is a combination of numbers and letters and the other uh, symbols. Now, can we take it as a numeric? No, now it can't because it is not only the numerical values are there. Then what is for that example? For that example, what is a suitable uh, variable uh, type for the reference number?
String.
Yeah, it should be a string. It doesn't matter if it is a number, we can keep reference number as a string. Why is that? We can take that number to the calculations. How old were you born? That is a number. Indicate your sex. It is indicate your sex. What is the variable type?
Again,
What is the variable type?
string.
String. Yeah. So then that is the way I explained. But so we can use this as numeric as well. I will show you. Now, I will take another one called gender is there, sex, right? Then variable. It's there is no decimal points. Now it's numeric. Okay. Now it's numeric. I am going to assign values. What values? One for male, two for female. Then now here the type is then okay. Right. Then I will go here. So what I put there, one for male. Right. Then for males, here males we can see one. Sorry. One. That mistake. I typed here 10. What is the mistake there? So then here I have to restrict only one number. Then it is not added mistakenly. One, female two, male one, two, two, one. Okay. Now I will show you the output. Analyze descriptives. Descript. I think you can visible this output. Yes. Then look at here. So the thing I want to show you is now. So I added. So for gender, I add simple M for capital M for male. Can you see here something? Male and female. Right, we will go for data. Sorry, another analysis. Here, you can see here, gender, male, female represent here, not M and F. That one I take gender. So I will take the other one as well. Analyze descriptive statistics frequencies. Now I'm taking sex. Again, you can see for the sex variable, I entered 1 and 2. But here it is mentioned as male and female because I define what is 1, what is 2, right? Do you smoke cigarette number? How average? So then I think you can identify it. Yeah. Tell me what you think of each of the following 3 statements, right? Strongly agree, disagree. How we can enter like a question like this, because 1, 2, 3, 4 strongly agree, disagree, agree. So what is the variable type? Then how we can enter that? I think it is better to give the answers. Then you can identify your mistakes as well.
It's a Likert scale, sir.
It is a Likert scale. That's true, right? Then I'm asking, so in SPSS, yeah. So thank you very much. So that is actually exactly correct answer, right? So I'm asking how we can enter this Likert scale measurements to the SPSS. That is my question. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's mentioned there. So I wanted to mention that is disagree, agree, strongly disagree, like that. So how I can enter that to the SPSS? So you can take so now how we entered male and female. I assigned 1 for male, 2 for female. Then just I entered 1 and 2, right? By thinking about that, so you can suggest a method to enter this data to the SPSS file, data file. Who can suggest the method?
Yes, sir. We can define strongly disagree as 1, and so on. We can give 2 to disagree and 3 to
Yes.
agree and strongly agree the 4.
Yeah, that is the way. Very good. Right. So what we can do here is, right. So we can go here, right. Uh, Variable viewed. We can take the variable. I will take the variable as question number 9, Q9, right? So then here we have to go for the values. Then value here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 mentioned here, disagree, strongly disagree. So therefore 1, I add strongly disagree. Then I can add 2 for 2 for disagree, 3 for agree, 4 for strongly agree, right? Then okay. Now I have to enter only 1, 2, 3, 4. Right in here, I can the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Likewise, we have to enter. Right. I will take that descriptive statistics frequencies. Right. I am taking 9. Question number 9. Then look at here. It is not 1, 2, 3, 4. Strongly agree, disagree, disagree. That thing is mentioned in the output window. Right. That is how we can enter these Likert scale measurements to the SPSS. Do you have SPSS application? Yes, all of you have a SPSS application today. Yes or no? Because if we have, we can enter this data. That's why I'm asking. Yes, do you have or no? So, right, we'll see then how we can enter this, right? Just to enter, right? I will erase these things, variable view. I'm going to erase these layer, right? So I want to enter these things, right? Because this is uh, the survey data from this practical. This is the question, yeah. There are 11 questions, right? 11 questions. So I want, then I completed that questionnaire from 10 participants. Then I wanted to, actually, I want to enter the data collected through this questionnaire uh, to the SPSS worksheet. So these are the data. So then we have to think how we can enter this data. So then first thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 14 variables. Yeah, and 10 observations, right? So then we need to think about that. So then first we can go, we have to decide, we have to just type. So I will write reference number, just number, right? Then here I will take NO only. Then I'm going to the label, then I'm writing reference number, right? Then that is my one. Then I didn't change anything, that data type and only those things. Just I am defining the variables only as the first step. Second one, age. Age, we can take it as age, right? Age. I don't know whether here it's given some names for this. Ah, yes, these references are given here. So they in here we that this presentation suggests. So these are the variable names. So therefore, I will use that same names. Ref number, ref underscore number. That is for reference number. It is for reference number. Okay. Then age last birthday, age last birthday. So that is the, then next one is sex. Then it is mentioned as sex of respondent. Sex of respondent. Next one, smoker. Then we can ask it question asked, do you smoke? That is the label. Do you smoke is the label. Next one, 6. Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you smoke? Do you smoke cigarettes? Can enter next one. Number of cigarettes. Likewise, we can enter the data, right? So you know then how we can enter. Right. Okay. Right. This is here it is mentioned how to enter. So just then I showed you how to enter this data to this SPSS worksheet. So if you have forgot these things, just you can read this presentation. It is mentioned for which column, which number, how you have to enter, right? Then variable types. We have to decide variable types. Then here all are numeric now, right? So we have to decide variable types. So just I will enter the variable names only, right, without reference, number of 6, white. Next one, cigars. Cigars, give up. Bags, danger, cinemas, date survey, and date submit. Okay. Now we can decide the variable types. Okay, we'll take and we'll discuss. For the first one, right? For the first one, what is the most suitable variable type? This one, reference number. Reference number. What is the suitable type? We'll see the numbers here. Number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Yes, then we can keep it as numeric also, doesn't matter, because if you like, you can change it to string or something, but it is keep as numeric because it is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 10. Then age is numeric, and age width we can change it to 3 because only 3, and decimals we can change to 0. There is then sex of respondent. So yeah, either we can keep this as numeric or string. So he will see here how they entered male, female, MNF or something. Then we have to change. Yeah, MNF. Then we have to change into strings. We have to change to the strings. Then we can change as that is a string value, string. Then we have to decide what is M. Then we can go for these values. M for male and F for female. F for female. Okay. MNF. Then smoker. Do you smoke cigarettes? Smoke a number. How many cigarettes? So sorry. Do you smoke cigarettes? I think yes or no. Yes, no question. Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you smoke? Uh, yeah. Do you smoke at all? Yes, no. Right? So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Then we have to decide. Then we have to go here. Then go for values. 1 for no, I think. No, 1 for yes. 1 for yes. Then I have to 1 for yes and 2 for no. I think you can understand then how we can fill this, right? Then there is no decimal points here. Then next one is, do you smoke cigarettes? Again, yes, no question, right? Do you smoke cigarettes? Yes, no question, right? 0. Then here we can copy this one actually. Here copy because yes, no question, then paste. Then you can see here 1 for yes, 2 for no, because that is same as this. The question 1 for yes, 2 for no, right? You smoke cigarettes. The next question, on average, how many cigarettes a day would you say that you smoke? There are 3 digits, right? You have to enter. Then it is a numeric value. Then on decimal points, no need, and 3 digits enough. 3 digits enough for this male female. 1 digit enough. One here, 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 because M and F only we have to enter. Number of cigarettes. Just you have to enter. That should be numeric value. The next one is pipe. Pipe means this one. Do you smoke a pipe? Yes or no? Again, this like this one. Yes, no. Then I can copy this pipe. Yes, no question. Paste here. Then here it should be 1 and no decimal points. No decimal points. No decimal points. Then cigars. Cigars means this one. Do you smoke cigars? Again, yes, no questions. We can copy and paste. Copy, paste. Yes, no. Then no. Then here we have to change 1 because we have to put 1 or 0. Number of decimal points. Sorry. 1. Give up. Next one. Yeah. Tell me tax on tobacco is too high. Then strongly agree those things. Give up. Tax is there. What is this question? Cigars, okay. Tax is in next question. Before that, there is another question, I think. Do you smoke cigars? 7th one. Question number 8 missing. Question number 8. It is not mentioned here. We'll see in here what is 8. Question number 8. Cigars. Give up. Give up again. Yes, no questions. 1, 2. Then we can go here. Again, give up. Yes, no question. Then only 1. No decimal points. No decimal points. We can copy. Yes, no. Yes, no question. Right. Next one is tax. Tell me about you think of the following 3 statements. Tax is too high. Then we have to decide this one. What? Strongly disagree, agree, like this. Then again 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to add give up. Sorry, it's okay. Make it 1. And tax again 1. No decimal points. No decimal points. Right, then here we have to decide. 1 for strongly disagree. 2 for disagree. 3 for agree. 4 for strongly agree. Strongly agree. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. Then next one is smoking is dangerous. Dangerous to health. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can copy this one. Copy, paste. 1, 0. Then cinema, this one. Cinema means smoking should not allowed in cinemas. Again, same question. So that is numeric. This should be 1. Cinemas again, this should be 1. This should be 1. And we can paste this one because that is strongly disagree to strongly agree. Next one is date. The date questionnaire is completed. Date. We'll see what is the date format here used. This format. This format. Right? It means, look at here, month first. No, date first because 16 is this. Date, month, year. Okay. Then we have to change. This is for date. Then date, month, year. We have to find that format. Date, month, year. DDMM. DDMMYYY. This one. This format. Right? Date, month, year. The same format I can copy for here. Then it's okay. Now defining variables is okay. Then we have to enter the data. Next thing is there is another one. You look at here. You can see here 999. So once I explain in the presentation, so I told you if there are missing values. So sometimes we are keeping 99 or 999 or something. So this is a missing value. So therefore we can go. What is this one? This is how many cigars? How many cigars? Data variable view. How many cigars? This one. We can go for here. You can see another column called missing, right? Cigars. So go for missing. Then here, no missing values. We have to change is to discrete missing values. Discrete missing values, and I'm adding 999. It means if I added 999 in that column, it means that is the missing value because I defined it like this. Okay, now we can enter the data. I will enter one or two rows, then you can understand. Then I can go for the data view. Reference number 1, age is 27, sex is female, smoker 1, 6, 1, number of cigarettes 1, how many, number of, sorry, 1, 1, 10, number of 6, 10, number of 6, 10, number of 6, 1 here. How many 10? Yeah, how many means number of cigarettes? 5, 2, cigars 2, give up 1, tax 3, 3, the other one is cinemas, health 3, cinemas 3, date 2, 11, 1995, 2, 11, 1995. Here 25, 9, 1995. Likewise, 1995 changed. Why? We'll check. Date. No. What should be the format? This one. Now it's okay. 1990. I think it is clear for you how to enter the
So,
data.
excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Will you be able to explain to us why did you cited there 999? Just for a little explanation.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Yeah. Thing is that in here, right, I will go for missing values. I think, yeah, I mentioned. Yeah. This here. Right. For the numeric variables, blank cells are converted to the system missing values indicated by a period. For string variables, a blank is a valid string value and blank cells are treated as valid string values. It means then here, so then where's the data set? Where? Right. Then here the meaning is, so once we given some questionnaires for the participants of our research, right? Questionnaires. When we are administrating questionnaires. So sometimes all the questions are not filled by the participants, right? Because they are not marked sometimes. It means that value is a missing, right? So if we have to tell to the SPSS, that value is missing, right? So therefore, uh, so to inform that value is missing, so we defined that is not on that 999 is not only the possible value. We uh, uh, instructed to the SPSS. So here 999 discrete missing value. If I put 999, it means that that value is missing, right? That's why I put 999 there. Is it clear?
So is it a specific number we ought to
No,
cite there? No.
no, not there is no specific number as a practice, right? As a practice, just we are using 99, 999, 9,999, those values as missing values. If you like, you can put 10, 11, doesn't matter, right? So, but you have to decide that here you have to define it. So if I put 10, that is a missing value, right? If I put 999, that is a missing value. Okay, that is up to you. So that is actually a usual practice. 999, we are using to the discrete values. Sorry, missing values. Is it clear?
Okay, so thank
Right. Mm, right. Here it is again in words, it is explained how you can enter the data to the SPSS uh, worksheet. Okay, so you can read it and do that practical because it is mentioned the which age, which variable type, right? And how to use the string, how you can change the variable types, those things, right? Then with one, then here decimal 0 with 2, likewise it is mentioned there. Right. Okay, here we discuss reference numbers, male, female, these things we discussed. One, strong disagree, two, disagree, three, agree. Right, missing values here mentioned again. So I will read what is mentioned there. Right, in statistical analysis of any data set, it is sometimes necessary to exclude cases where the information is not known or not appropriate. Right, for that cases, in these examples, one of our interview, reference number 8, the respondent failed to give an answer to this question. Respondent not given the answer for that question. A number that could not be expected as a genuine response, it is selected to response in these circumstances. Right? Click on row number 6, column number 7, then small gray box called missing values, drop down menu. So we did this. Then select the discrete missing value button and enter 999 for the first cell. Right? It mentioned that here like this. It mentioned that it is a missing value. Right? It is mentioning that is a missing value. Right. So next one. So once you design here, the missing value is okay. Columns, that's okay. Then alignment, right, left, middle, those things you can see. Then the other one is, the other important thing is measure, right? So in some of the cases, it is changed to the nominal. So this one is changed to the scale, right? But others are unknown, right? So we have to decide it. For that, we have to know about the scales of measurements. So measurements, there are 4 measurement scales, but in SPSS, we are using only 3 measurement scales because we merge 2 measurement scales to one, right? Then it is named as scale, right? Okay, so there are 4 measurement scales. Yeah. So just we have to have the small idea about these measurement scales. In statistics, certain procedures are only appropriate for variables measured in on a specific scales of measurement. So the measurements characteristics are recognized by SPSS are follows. There are actually 4 measurement scales, But in SPSS, it can be recognized only 3 measurement scales. The 4 measurement scales are nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. Right? Nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. But in SPSS, it is nominal and interval and ratio scales merged together and name it as a scale. Therefore, in SPSS, there are 3 types of measurement scales. But originally, there are 4 types because in SPSS, numerical data on interval and ratio scales merged to one variable that is called scale. Nominal means a variable can be treated as a nominal when its values represent the categories with no ranking. For an example, male, female, right? That is a nominal. The department of the company in which an employee works, region, postal code, right? Religious affiliation. Those things are goes to uh, nominal or identity card number, driving license number, male, female, right? Those things are goes to nominal variable. The ordinal. A variable can be treated as ordinal when its values represent categories with the same intrinsic ranking. If it is a ranking process, like strongly agree, strongly disagree, there is a ranking. So that is in the ordinal scale then. Right? For example, levels of service satisfaction from highly dissatisfied to highly satisfied. So there is a ranking. So that is close to the ordinal scale then. Attitude scores representing degree of satisfaction or confidence and preference rating scores. Again, strongly agree. Likewise, there is a ranking purposes. So that is goes to ordinal scale. Then the scale means all the variables, weight, height, number of people, age, those things we are taking as scale. A variable can be treated as a scale when its value represent ordered categories with meaningful metric so that distance comparisons between values are appropriate. Examples of scale variables includes age in years and income in thousands of dollars. You should be able to recognize the exact data set, right? If we consider this data set, I think now you have some idea. So we'll go for the reference number. Measure. There are 3 types I told you, nominal, ordinal, and scale. What is a measure in here? What is a measurement scale in the reference number? Reference number goes to which measurement scale?
Nominal.
Yeah, it's nominal, naming purpose. Second one, age. Age, it is a numeric variable, age. It goes to scale. Third one, it is automatically, so because here when we are changing these values, it is taken as nominal. Smoker, right? So what is the smoker? Yes, no question. So it's mentioned. What is it? Yeah. Smoker, yes, no. That is a ranking. It goes to ordinal, right? Yes, no here. Yes, no, ordinal. This one, number of cigarettes, scale, number, right? Pipe, yes, no questions. That is no ordinal scale. Yes, no, ordinal. Ranking, strongly disagree again, ordinal, ordinal, ordinal. This one, date is a scale, right? I think you can understand. Is it clear for you how to take these measurement scales? If not, I can explain it again, right? So if it is a number like number of cigarettes, number of apples, likewise, and age, those are numbers. Those things go to the scale, right? If it is a name, sex, then male, female, registered number, identity numbers. So that is goes to the nominal. If it is a ranking purpose, yes, no questions, strongly agree, strongly disagree, there is a ranking. So there are some levels in that. Yes, no means that it is divided into 2 levels. Strongly agree, strongly disagree, it is divided into 4 level if it is a 4-point scale. So those things go to the ordinal scale. I think it's clear for you. Right. Then we can enter these date variables. Right. Finally, you can take your data set like this. Right. Right. Up to here, any questions? Any questions? Right. So
There's a little
yeah.
question, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Now, under the label column, sir, we have specified the question itself in the row, isn't it, sir? Like
Yeah.
under label column, the
Yeah.
question asked over the survey only we have cited there, isn't it, sir?
It is actually label is not necessary to put always. So if you can identify the label, you can leave it as a space. For an example, so labeling purpose means it is for yeah, we are adding those things to identify easily, right? If we go to here, so if you know ref number means reference number, so we can keep this as a blank, doesn't matter. So it is not affect to our analysis process. But why we are adding for the labeling purposes, if we have many uh, variables there, sometimes it is very difficult to identify with these technical names, because it's given ref number, sex, then likewise there is small abbreviations. That's why we can that is up to us actually, so we can decide what to add here, right? So we can write anything we want, right? So for the identification purpose, it is actually, it is better to that this label is relevant to that question. So that's why here that's say questions asked there, how many cigarettes per day, likewise. Okay, so that is up to you. So you can decide what to add for the label. So if you don't need anything, so you can keep that as a blank as well, doesn't matter. It is not affected to the uh, analysis process. Any more questions?
Okay, sir.
Right. So then we can finish today's session. Then I think it is better to practice this one in the. So now you can, I think your coordinator will share this presentation and the relevant data files with you. And if you want a link to download it, you can ask from your coordinator. If you don't have this SPSS, then you can actually download a trial version actually for 1 month. So then you can find there are persons that they are selling those serial numbers. So it is not actually very much cost in Sri Lanka. So you can find on this Facebook, there are some sellers, right? So you can take a serial number from them, 4,000 or 2,000 rupees. Then you can use it as a genuine one actually. Yeah, so that is the thing I have to explain for as the session one. So if you have any problems, you can put you in your WhatsApp group, then your coordinator will forward it to me, then I can answer that questions. Right. So then the important thing is you have to practice this, then it is easy for us, because next time, so we are going to do more practical sessions, because I am sharing with you the worksheets, then you also have to do with me, then we can understand the mistakes you done by, and we can clarify your questions. Otherwise, after finishing this course, it is very sometimes if you need support, so no one to help you. Therefore, it's to take the maximum benefit, it is better to do with me. Right. So with that, then we can finish today's session. Then good night.
Good night.
So thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir. Good night. Good night, sir.